Hello, and thanks for tuning in to All Strength.
No wind.
This is your main macho man. I'm just kidding. This is Steve.
And this is Eric. And today we have two special guests, Edgar
Hey, how's it going?
and Clemente.
What up?
All right, so our topic today is going to be something that's near and dear to our hearts and asses.
I don't know about ass, but
We sit down a lot. I'm just saying.
oh well, yeah. I got a flat booty from it.
But
But yeah, it's something we've been playing for a while. I mean, a lot of people have been playing for a while.
we'll give you a minute to guess it. Silence.
It involves gaming. It is an
But it's-
MMO.
So we're going to be talking about World of Warcraft since the new expansion's coming out. What's the expansion name? I forgot already.
Battle for Azeroth.
Battle
All
for
right, now-
Bofa.
now in sync.
Bofa? Oh no! Bank of America.
I know. God. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about the old World of Warcraft though,
Yeah, basically our experience is playing
vanilla.
just
Well,
vanilla.
No, we'll do vanilla. Kind
Pretty
of
much.
everything
Mostly vanilla, but
prior
other
to where
expansions.
we're at now. Yeah, mostly vanilla and Outlands. But yeah,
that's why we have our good friends, like we said, Edgar and Clem here, because we used to play with them. Oscar doesn't have a mic, but I guess he can let us know if he has something to say. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about our experiences playing it. Our fails, mostly me.
the fabulous names we came up with.
Fabulous names we
beginning.
came up with, original names. And yeah, so Eric, I'll let you kick it off. What's going to be our first topic?
We'll go with names. Mr. Dark Paladin over there with a undead warrior to start off.
Originally, it was a human warrior, blonde human warrior with pigtails, named Dark Paladin, which got made fun of so hard you had to re-roll Horde. Undead.
Is that really why you did that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought you just wanted to go
No,
for it.
no. And then Oscar was already on Horde anyways as rogue, undead. So I was like,
Blouts.
And you guys kept up the
Blouts
horde side
vamp.
of the
our
guild?
sister guild or
Yeah.
Horde guild.
Yeah, Elite Forces of YM.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Dark
so we had
Forces of
guilds.
YM.
Elite Force YM, and what was the Dark Force?
Dark
Forces.
Forces.
God, we were losers.
And the YM was for
And
your
awesome.
mom. 'Cause we were that type of edgy kids.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And adults.
And then they had, well, mine was Rebirth Flame, and then they had Mex Man. And
Well, I
then-
started with Mex Hunter. That
Mex-
was my very first character.
Was it actually a hunter?
It was a Tauren Hunter. And
Orc
my buddy
mage.
Brandon started with me, and he was Mex Warrior, a Orc Shaman.
Can you
So-
still be a Tauren hunter?
Yes.
A
Yeah.
cow hunting other animals?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
come on,
guys.
dude.
Weird. Sorry, haven't played in a while.
Top of the food chain. Top of the food chain.
And
Come on,
Edgar's
Taurn have
was
no natural predators.
yours is what? Mex? You had a Mex
Well,
one too, right?
Mex-
I
Mage.
started with Mex Mage just because everybody was kind of going based off of what character they were making and adding Mex because that was the time when AZN, MEX, or some
That's true.
non-white first name was a
Now-
thing.
Now you know.
And then apparently I even ended up taking Mr. Oscar's name over there because he was gonna be a Mex Mage.
Were you gonna be Mex Mage?
No, my first character was the
Oh, okay. So you made a mage
You
was called
made a mage.
Vampire.
and I was already level 10, and I said, fuck the lion.
So in case you didn't hear that, Oscar was gonna be a mage. He saw that Edgar was one. He said, "Fuck that, I'm going
I
horde."
had already made him level 10.
Yeah.
Oh, it's level 10 mage, and you fucking get dude,
Dude.
level 10. That must have taken you like 3
2
days,
days,
man.
at least 2 days. At least 2 days.
And that's how I
Damn. Yeah, it's funny now because if you get level 10 now, it takes you like what, an
2
hour,
seconds.
2 seconds.
You turn in one quest and you're already dinged to 10.
Back
Yeah,
in the
it's like
day,
3
you would have
levels
went
up.
through like
Or-
grueling 3 days, and you're like, I don't want to play anymore. And I mean like literally 72 hours, not 3 days. Like
No,
10
we,
hours each or
we
whatever.
usually it took us like a month to get to 60.
speak for yourself. It
took
took
me
me about.
21
Well, it took you like
days.
7.
It took
7
me
days.
like a year and a half, and then like you carrying me, and then like people doing stuff for me.
I actually remember the day I leveled up or finished leveling up my mage in Winter Springs at 21 days. I'm like, woo, I hit 60. Is 21 days good? And everybody's like, what the fuck? I didn't realize that was so bad.
I
But
know.
that was your slash played time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, what did
that's
most
how
people
long
do?
It literally took. Like the played time is your literal accumulation of hours played.
Yeah, but I mean, what was the norm for people leveling up?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Was it like half.
Come on,
Like,
we were
I
noobs,
was
dude.
just hurt, man. 21 days wasted, essentially.
But dude, I
I
had
think it might have
level,
been half.
I leveled up a protection warrior, so it took me forever to
Oh.
level up,
Yeah.
and then a holy priest.
Dude, nah, man. And they already had patched some stuff back then, but Priest was stupid, man. A smite would be like 30 damage when you were like white hitting with the same amount. It was stupid, man.
Yeah, it was rough.
And I don't know. I think it might have been a little bit easier with dwarf. But since it took me so long to level up, things like holy fire, I think I was able to get later. So I had more than just smite and pain,
But
shadow word pain.
You did shadow priest for a while though.
No.
Yeah, because I remember we were in Stranglethorn Vale, and you were killing us in duels. Well, me because I was a protection warrior, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And you were
No, I
killing
went-
us.
I
you
went-
would fear
I-
us for like 2 days, dot us up, and then mind
Yeah.
flay us to death.
I didn't do that
we're
until
killing your
after
shield.
60 though.
No, that was prior. Because I remember in Stranglethorn Vale,
Huh.
you were killing us.
Oh yeah, and you'd be like,
Oh, in
"Alright,"
the Grubashi Arena?
No, it was just dueling.
and
oh.
then you'd be like, oh yeah, I won't use shadow form. Fears, shadow form, mind flay, stun, dot, stun. All right, that was stupid.
I think against you I did that. But you were beating my ass. If I didn't have my extra 50% armor, I'd die,
I'm a
man.
warrior. I'm a warrior. You can heal.
I just remember one time too, we went to
Karazhan.
No, hold on. Not Karazhan, yes, that we dueled, but
Yeah.
what's the Barons? Back when it was like one huge ass map, and then we were fighting the horde there,
Oh,
and then this
Crossroad
guy
raids?
shows up, Dark Dude shows up, and beats the living shit out of me because I didn't have any mana.
Everyone. I think I have screenshots of doing cannibalize on
That's
Max
exactly
Mage,
what I was talking
Rebirth
about.
Flame, Max Man.
It was
Everyone.
sick.
I want to know. I think I had screenshots too, but it was in my old computer. But we led the raid to Crossroads. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I just
Dude,
thought it was funny
like-
how this guy ate us though.
We had like a 40 man raid,
Yeah.
and then like the whole horde side showed up.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're
pause that
outside
real
of
quick.
Ogre
Remember
Mode.
how
I know.
long it used to take us? We'd be like, okay, so we're we're gonna move from probably like what, Iron Forge. and then
No, you went
Stormwind.
from Stormwind to
You were
Stranglethorn
probably in
Vale.
Iron Forge. You take the train to Stormwind, and then you fly to where?
Stranglethorn Vale.
They
No,
take the boat
or
to Ratchet.
You
Both the ratchet,
Now
and
you-
that took like fucking 3 hours just to do that, just get on the boat, and then you finally get there, and you gotta ride all the way to fucking Barrens. So like 4 hours later, we started that.
And no
raid.
one had epic mounts. It was 60% mount speed.
Hey man, but I had that carrot stick though.
Ooh, extra 2%.
Uh,
Metro Spurs.
Oh, Metro
Metro
Spurs.
Spurs.
And dude, that was like your riding gear. The gloves.
You have it on
there was
some
the
shit,
gloves. Oh my god, that was
Dude,
so
I remember
terrible.
that recipe selling for money.
Dude, I had that carrot
Dude,
stick up
I-
until like the
I
next
had the Metro
expansion.
Spurs.
Still
though.
have it.
I
And I
was
had that
blacksmith.
fucking Briarwood reed thing from like level 40 DM.
Yeah, you would keep those items and like.
I had that until like, the next expansion, level 70, and then like someone's like, "That shit's trash. You need to get something new."
I
And
think
I,
they stopped scaling now.
Yeah.
After like certain level.
that sucks.
Yeah, that shit was
It's
hilarious.
280 speed mount or 310 speed mount, and it's like I could go 310 3.
Oh yeah, and then the paladins had their fucking extra aura.
The
I miss
pursuit
the
of
auras.
happiness.
Crusader aura.
Pursuit of happiness. You're stupid. I hate you.
That was Crusader aura.
I know. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
other one
yeah, I
had.
know.
Talk about pursuit of justice.
Yes.
You
Pursuit
call it
of
pursuit of
happiness.
happiness, and then you wouldn't say a protection spec. You wouldn't say prot spec. You would say proc spec.
Proc spec, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Kinda
'cause
hate
you're waiting
you.
for procs.
No, he wasn't. He was protection.
He got me. He got me.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, when you're a tank, that's all you wait for.
Yeah.
what was your proc?
And don't forget, when you're a
Overpowered?
tank, you can spam
Shield bash.
space.
Not sh- yeah.
Revenge.
Shield slam, revenge.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Shield block whenever it came up. Cool down.
And when you're a paladin, you're just waiting for that reckoning. Oh, I'm tanking.
That's already level 60, and
Do you
that's
remember when
like,
they broke paladins and the guy went into a
One
molten
shot.
core and was one shotting everything?
Oh yeah,
Oh
that was
yeah,
stupid.
he had to get crits.
That
he
was-
was-
No, it was stacking. Well,
his reckoning got stuck, and he was one shotting or like
He one-shotted that one
His
boss.
reckoning
no, he did everything.
never disappeared.
yeah.
So one of the original like
we didn't have
things
five
to take
stacks.
advantage of it was basically a rogue backstabbing
Yeah.
a paladin. Like he kept spamming crit.
In a duel.
Sit down, because every time he sat down,
It crits.
it was a guaranteed crit.
Oh yeah.
And every time you got crit on, reckoning basically added a
Stack.
stack on you. And when that happened, basically you were able to get an extra attack.
And he stacked it all the way up.
Yeah, so they did the calculations with armor, health, and all that, and basically calculated the amount of times that you could one-shot a boss. And then you basically see him running up in Badlands, or where was it?
No,
Badlands.
multicore.
Blasted Lands.
Oh,
They
no,
did
no,
Kazakh.
The
Blasted
biggest one
Lands.
was Kazakh.
Yeah.
because it was
Oh.
a one.
Did they
world
one shot
boss.
him? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Yeah.
they one shot him.
So you basically see the YouTube video of the paladin running in toward the boss in the rogue recording, and then you just see his health like chunk like 3 times
And dead.
because of how many attacks are happening in that moment, and then he dies. That's with nobody else helping. You just see him run in,
And the guy got
chunk,
banned.
dead,
Dude.
and then they had to fix it.
And they patched it.
And then it was like they put it to like 5 stacks and then 3 stacks, and then I think just once.
Speaking of paladin wackiness, remember when paladins could, when Zolgrub came out and they had that like pestilence or that disease,
Mhm.
that blood, and it just kept
Yep.
killing everyone. You could just
Oh,
bubble hearth
the
to like
AIDS.
Ironforge, and it spread to the entire Ironforge. And
No,
then,
the bubble hearth would take it off.
no, it wasn't.
Oh, I thought it was a pet.
But it was
thing
it
people
was
did.
okay.
it was
It was
both.
pets.
Oh,
it
the
was
pets.
pets
That's what it was.
and paladins.
And
That's
paladins,
what it was.
yeah.
That's what
Because
it
you would
was.
just put your pet away and then unleash
And summon it
Yeah.
and kill
So
the whole
it
entire.
gave everyone the what's kind of Hakar's AIDS,
I forgot
right?
what it was
Oh,
called.
the red. Oh.
It was
Dude,
Hakar's.
and the stuff
it was
you
Hakar's.
can do back then, man. You can kite world bosses into cities.
Yeah. then
Now
they-
you can't do
no,
that.
they have,
but-
The
like,
Hakar
they
disease
reset.
thing was actually used as a study for the CDC,
Was it
Center
really?
Control Disease Control. Yeah, it really was.
Oh.
It was
I
used
actually
as a
believe
real
that.
life, real life situation. What would happen if there was an epidemic outbreak like that, and
So
how,
you would
how
have-
people would react because it's real people behind the computer there.
So you would have troll hunters trolling people? Or what?
Ah,
Yeah, seriously, like
reverse trolling them.
Actual trolling.
Like-
trolls.
yeah,
With the
actual
troll.
pandemonium going on because people were freaking out. It's pretty funny.
What was funny about all of that, which apparently is called the corrupted blood incident with
There
the
you go.
original one, was that it became such a massive thing happening in WoW that like every media outlet and crap like that picked it up in the real world. And remember, World of
No one knew
Warcraft
what it
came
was.
out around 2004,
Yeah.
which was before the gaming, the esports, and all that crap started happening.
It was in the news, like
Yeah.
everywhere.
So
Yeah.
the fact that people were hearing about a game with this blood incident happening online, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on? Why should we care
yeah,
about
I'm,
this?"
I'm telling you, that's why the CDC
But
actually
like you
used
said,
it. Yeah.
it was a great experiment for people to like research things on.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how many people played World of Warcraft? Like at its peak, it was 12 million players.
No, it was more than that. Actually.
It was-
And
I
it
think
happened
12
multiple
or
servers.
14 mil.
multiple times, and they finally had to patch it out. And I think that's the longest patch it took. I think it took like a week or something.
Oh,
like
don't you
that.
guys remember the best day in Warcraft history was New Patch Day?
When they buffed hunters and they were
N-
one shot.
no,
everyone.
no. When they
Oh, that
released
was your best
when
day.
they released AQ.
Oh,
You couldn't log in, dude.
no.
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
getting home that day. After
And everyone who
work.
got their mounts was like, "Fuck yeah!" And everyone else
No, it
was
was
like,
only one
"Fuck."
person.
Only one person on
One
the
Oh,
server.
that's
One
right.
person on the server would get the mount.
Mhm.
Oh,
And,
bullshit.
and everyone else was, no wait, wouldn't it be if you were in the part of the group you would all
No.
get it?
No,
No,
Oh,
the
there's
person to
one
ring the
person.
gong.
It
So-
typically was the main tank of a guild or the guild leader of a guild.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Best guild.
Yeah, of the
Yes.
best guild on the server.
But
Yeah.
wait,
For
they
us,
had
it
to
was
be like killing mobs
Exalt
constantly or
owns-
what?
No.
Can you explain how that happened? Because I didn't
It's
remember.
a quest chain.
It's a quest chain, and you
Oh.
had to do the-
reputation.
Yeah.
You
And
need
then, but
items.
anyone can knock it as long as you did the quest.
Okay, so in
Quest is
Silithus,
stupid
there
hard,
was
right?
this huge like
Oh yeah.
material gathering thing around the world.
From
Mhm.
raids.
And then Silithus was the main area where you had to go for, the
Turn
Entourage
in,
opening.
yeah.
The day of the opening, you basically went up to the gong. Like, it's kind of crazy because they would plan this all out on the forums and stuff like that. And they would tell everybody, okay, we're going to open it, like, today at this time. Most of them were basically so far ahead, they can plan ahead and, do that stuff. But some
Crazy.
people got fucked over because of this. Like, some guilds started, like, ramping up their progress
yeah.
and started, like, just opening it without people knowing.
Wow.
But yeah, and Tichondrius, I remember that they posted when it was going to be open. We went in there, and holy crap, the disconnects.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Just
You
non.
could not log in.
You log in.
Pretty
but the
sure
moment
those
you
days
get
I was like,
toward
eh,
that
I'm gonna play.
gong,
Like
you were
server
done.
resets.
It was.
Yeah.
It's because
crashes.
everybody on the server was at one
In
single
one spot.
location.
Could you hear it no matter where you were, the gong or what?
No.
it would summon. It summoned
wasn't a
world
boss.
bosses too. World bosses all around the world.
There was like those giant
In Tanaris,
Karaji.
Yeah, Karaji raid
statues that
bosses.
were
Really?
spawned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
Well, they it was stupid. Well, I was
Me neither, because I couldn't log in.
Well, I was Horde, so I had to go from Orgrimmar to Tanaris, and it was like you're almost making it to Tanaris, and it's like, oh, server rollback, you're back in Orgrimmar.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
oh.
that too. But
Remember that?
I parked my tune in Scenarium, whatever.
Yeah.
folder.
Dude, I forgot about server rollbacks. They haven't done it in a while, have they?
Nah, I don't know.
That
But
would
anyway,
be, I would. Oh my god, I'd be so angry. Imagine.
I missed the whole event because I lagged. I actually lagged behind the wall because the wall didn't load. So I actually went in behind the wall and a bunch of other people, and then it loaded. And it's like I could hear the text, but I'm behind the fucking wall in the instance. The door's not even open. I'm already inside.
That's
But see, that was cool though. Like I actually liked all that stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
that was
like
cool.
it was like
You liked all the pain and
server
anguish?
events. No, server
Like
events.
server,
Oh yeah.
like open, or it's just like
You actually had to
open
work
world
as a server.
raids.
They tried doing that in Warlords of Draenor, remember, with the big old raid bosses. And,
What
Well, they
the-
did that in Pandera.
in the
too,
first
right?
in the
Pandera?
first part of the expansion,
the
they had the world bosses.
Shaw.
Like I remember
boss?
they had one like in
Well,
Gorgron.
Yeah.
there's the world bosses all the time, but it's,
No, but it was like there actually had to be like a couple of raid groups. I don't know. There was one there, and then more south there was like flying ones. I don't think there was one in Frost, whatever.
but I'm saying like you literally had to farm and get like stuff. You had to progress.
you had to progress.
You had to progress to actually get like something accomplished. Like that whole freaking gong thing. Like it was a whole quest line, and you would literally farm for one person. Like that
Yeah.
guild had a farm
No, yeah,
for
just
one
like when
person.
you're talking about that actually now. I mean, everything basically was a struggle. Everything was a challenge, and even like you're right. You would have to have groups to help you. Like I don't know if you remember getting like benediction. I know you had a priest. I'm sure you do.
Took a while.
For me, it was easy because
have it.
I got pretty much everything handed to me. Like I got the eye from Molten Core and whatever else.
And
other
we
shit
helped you
needed.
farm.
And we had hunters helping you clear trash, so they wouldn't interrupt your quest event.
Yeah.
Did you do that for me?
I
Yes.
did it for
Did you
you.
wanted to be there? Shut up.
It was cool though.
Didn't it help you heal it too?
No, you can't. If
No, you could.
If anyone
It
interfered,
was a-
Priest could help
Yeah.
priest.
you never were there. You weren't there though.
No, I think
you didn't have a priest yet.
Yes, it did.
No, you didn't.
You
had-
literally got it after me.
Oh, maybe I
think you
did,
get it
but
first.
you
Huh?
didn't. You didn't help
Because
me.
remember, I got it. Yeah, I got into Cascaders, which is like the second top guild.
you weren't there.
I
You
got
weren't. You
carried.
weren't there for it. The only guy who was there was this guy.
I think I was there.
No, man. I trust me.
I think it
I
was
know for a
there. 'cause
fact.
It
we-
was like, oh, you gotta renew these ghosts. Cast renew was like, oh my god, that was so hard. Hunter event was the biggest
No, it was
bullshit
like,
ever.
oh god, I gotta renew these ghosts, and,
And
it was
you have to
like
dispel stuff.
renew out of mana because I had fucking devout gear.
Oh yeah.
So shut up. And you weren't there. I got that fair and square.
I helped somebody.
helped
I don't know if
clear
it was
trash.
this guy.
That was it.
But then
That's a lot of it.
That's a lot of
That was
it.
me going. Come on, I got this smite.
Especially if you don't have mana.
All you had to do was cast renew and wait for you to
They wouldn't be.
regen.
They would help me clear to get to the place, not to actually like. Maybe one would respawn back. You know,
No, because I
while I
think
was doing the event.
I'm not. I can't remember exactly, but I
It's-
think the guys that spawned would disease the guys, and you had to clear disease and renew.
Yeah, but if he touched any one of the guys in the event,
No,
it would kill me instantly because we tried.
no. If you were though, I think where he positioned himself, it was where it didn't count.
no,
Yes, it
No.
was. It was a
we
cheat.
tried so many fucking times. I'm telling. I remember this vividly because it's the only part of the game I actually really enjoyed. He tried so many fucking times to help me out, and it got to like, we got to like red gear like 6 times. I was like, forget it. I'm gonna go fucking prepare, and then I'm gonna fucking do it. And
did it the
eventually I
first
got it.
I did it my first time, but
that shit was hard, man.
Don't do that, man. What are you doing?
Eric, you had fucking like what's the first priest gear in MC? What was it called?
I didn't have it.
I didn't. I had the
My
I
first-
literally
prophecy.
My first epic
prophecy.
was the robes of transcendence.
I literally fucking had devout gear
So
on.
I had already cleared MC and
Tier
BWL
0.
before I got any epic.
you got the tier 2 chess piece from the last boss.
Yes.
I remember when Tier 0.5 came out.
And
it
my
was
second
like,
epic
ooh,
was Cthulhu's belt.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Satoon.
This
Cthulhu.
You're stupid.
Cthulhu.
I don't want to talk to Eric anymore.
Let's actually go through that. Let's go through.
Dungeons?
I guess let's actually section off this cast. Let's
Hey,
do
hey, you're not the fucking
dungeons.
host. Shut up.
So,
Anyways, go back to. I'm just kidding.
so vanilla, starting off in Molten
MC.
Core.
Oh, No, the first raid. UBRS.
fucking no,
Yeah,
LBRS.
no.
No, you.
Oh,
yeah, LBRS.
Well, LBRS. Well, Strathlome, Skullmans.
All those.
You're gonna
yeah.
count those
Those were 10
dungeons?
mans. There were
No,
10 mans.
Wasn't you?
Yeah.
UBRS
Oh, yeah,
was
that's right.
15 though, wasn't it?
LBRS was 10. UBRS was 15.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, that was awesome though, man. I actually like those instances when it was actually 10 man. It's
No,
like
it
you had
wasn't.
2 tanks, 2 healers, and then DPS.
Yeah, but it's
Leroy
so hard for what you end up getting out of there. Like
Jenkins.
they turned this into like an enormous instance that you go in, you get gear, but you really don't.
You get trash gear.
They're like offset pieces that would just help you maybe get a.
Remember when we
better
found
gear?
out Greater Heal would do as much healing as a regular Flash Heal and be just as fast?
Well, I mean,
no,
That
just
was
down rank.
actually-
I remember like
Downgrading
down
spells.
ranking.
That
I
was
remember
a
before
huge
then, like
thing.
Flash Heal at mana.
That was a huge thing back in the day with downgrading spells. Like you would have to have multiple levels of spells on your cast bar, whether you're DPS
Yeah.
or heal. Like,
Except for, like,
especially
rogues.
mana.
that's actually why I was able to get into the guild that I was, because I would downgrade my spells, and I went for like pure spirit like gear with some
Well, that shit was the shit, man.
healing plus healing. So I was able to keep up with the healers because I would never run out of mana.
Mm.
Yeah, I know you had green gear and fucking AQ keeping up with like druids with full like
Yeah,
BWL.
I was
gear.
top 3, and top 3 back then was like fucking. You had what, 15 healers? Yeah, and raid.
First of all,
40, man.
in 40
first
minutes?
of all,
I
keeping
think
up
so.
with the
Just
druid,
AQ you did.
Yeah, there was.
keeping up with the druid in BWL gear, who cares? Because they had the worst fucking stats in the game.
Yeah, in well,
It
what's
had
it-
Non-stop
their
heals, though.
gear had strength, agility, stamina,
Oh, yeah,
spirit.
that's so stupid.
It was the dumbest set of.
like, oh, like, yeah, let's. We
Man,
want him to be
really
all
we're
around, but
confused.
you can only be a healer. By
we're
the way,
confused.
Well,
I want to do everything at once.
Well, no,
Hey, it's just like priest with attack
You-
power, man.
people could have been other specs, but no one did. Like it was like
I know one priest in.
well, most guilds
They
only
went
accepted you if you were like
Shadow?
min-maxing
Yeah.
your spec. Like nobody accepted a Reckoning Paladin.
It was meta. While
Unless
you
they were
were
their
metaing
friend
the
or
meta.
something. Yeah, or
And
a
then-
DPS. priest,
Imagine if you went
nobody
Fury
does
as a
that.
warrior, everyone would be mad at you.
every weapon was
No,
a
they
hunter
did
weapon.
Good damage. I was like
Every
top DPS as a
weapon
Fury
still is a
warrior.
hunter weapon if they can equip it.
Because I
Wasn't it all
oh,
about?
now they can, I think.
Wasn't it all about the two-handers?
No,
back
I
then?
used
I
dual
know they
wield. I had one of the best Fury weapons in game. I had the
Because I'm
Ass-
pretty sure it
ass
was, 'cause
candy?
everyone wanted an
No.
ass candy, didn't they?
that's for Mortal Strike though.
No, that
Yeah,
was
it was
for
a motor sword, the
hunters.
fucking shit.
It was a hunter weapon.
It was a hunter weapon?
To attack power, I think.
Benediction.
It was
attack power and
stamina and-
stamina.
Stamina and attack power.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
did
why
the-
you were there for my benediction? Because it's a hunter weapon.
That
What?
weapon killed my
Benediction?
guild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hunter
they
weapon,
can
right?
carry
Yeah.
stabs,
Yeah.
dude. Duh.
No, they
That-
can use it. Hunter weapon.
that weapon killed RO, Rest of the Billion,
Ass candy.
because we gave it to a off-spec Red Paladin, and the hunter threw a fucking fit, dude.
It's a
That's
hunter
a
weapon.
fucking hunter weapon.
Well,
Like, dude, you have a bonus staff.
Xenarog World Destroyer went to a fucking Holy Paladin when a fucking hunter needed it.
Dude, I wish I had that weapon.
Hunter
He's
weapon.
So
Transmog.
mad.
Well,
This
I
guy's
did-
still mad about it, man.
I did the whole entire Epic Hunter Bow quest line in nothing but attack power and stam gear.
Hey, did you guys
Hunter gear.
on like original characters? I don't know if you guys still play them or not. But did you ever have gear that was like look badass, and then like, you know, as expansions went on before transmog, you're like, well, I don't have space or like whatever. It's like I'm never gonna use it again, so you sold it. And then
Yep.
when transmogs came out, you were like,
No,
fuck.
because I'm a
No.
hoarder. And
Yeah?
I kept
I hoard
everything.
everything.
I-
Yep.
Dude, so
Yep.
much of that shit on my priest, I
I
was like,
didn't.
fuck me, man.
Dude, I looked like Great Dog the
Transcendence.
day Transmogs happened.
'Cause
Lols.
when transmog happened, they're like, oh my god, I have every single piece.
Wait, did you
on
get
the
rid of your
meta.
stuff when transmogs came out?
What happened?
Did you get rid of your hoarding shit when the transmog thing came out or no?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and once they were transmogged or
You're like,
whatever,
yeah,
I
I'm
get
never
rid
really
of it,
gonna
yeah.
do it.
Only
'Cause,
the
I mean, it
stuff that
destroys
you
them,
can
and I
get.
get a space back.
I kept
Yeah.
my
But-
benediction, luckily.
Same.
Every piece of gear from like old PvP videos and stuff, I kept because I wanted to look like those badass fucking PvPers.
Anathema. Yeah, I, still
I
think that's the
kept
best
some
Did
keep
you
stuff-
ever.
transmog both sides of Benediction and
Yes.
Anathema?
Yeah, you just
Yes.
that's one of the ones you actually have to keep. Like if you would have sold it,
Yeah.
the one you had left, it would only work because you have to switch it and then you can transmog it.
Speaking of gear,
How
actually,
did I fix it?
I
They
had
might have fixed it. I don't know.
I had one of the only Lionheart helms that didn't have a made by tag ever.
sorry?
Apparently,
You got it
a
from
Lionheart helm
GM.
is a PvP
Oh.
helmet that
It was a stamina attack power.
2 crit, 1
yeah.
hit.
You're right.
4
you're right,
strength,
Yeah,
3
you're right.
strength, level the
It was
belt.
basically the best like warrior PvP helmet for level 60. This is when you're
Oh.
grinding like battlegrounds and stuff like that. So I had a guy claim he was gonna craft it. You know, I told him the price, whatever. I gave him my materials, and then he logged out. I reported it to Blizzard and stuff like that. And within a day, they're like, "Oh, sorry, this happened." Blah blah blah. So I don't know what happened to the guy, but I got a Lionheart helmet in the mail, and it had no made by tag.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
This is back when they were just giving you the full product, I guess.
Right.
So I think it's weird that they didn't just give me the materials because that's what you would normally do.
Well,
And I
guess
just got the
you
full
you
thing.
couldn't make it, could you?
No, I couldn't make it.
But
of
you could have to
course.
find someone else to make it.
Yeah, armor smith.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
but that's what I mean. It's like normally they see what you give them, and then they'll probably just give that.
But
to
see,
you
that was
back.
cool too, man. Because back then, fucking professions actually mattered. Right now, literally the only
Engineering.
professions that matter is like alchemy,
Alchemy, potions and stuff.
fucking gem, whatever.
Gem craft.
dude,
Those
yeah,
dope
because
crafters?
engineering. The only reason I went rogue to get engineering, and I'd vanish, and then I'd use my gnome thingy on it, at res, and then I think I had another res. I forgot what it was. I think it was like, I had mass res if he died. So then I would vanish again because I had preparation, and then use that on someone.
Preparation
So it'd be
H.
exactly that'd be 2 heals. Right? That'd be 2 reses right there. Preparation H, they're all dead. I'm like lubing their asshole. I'm like, yeah, wake up.
Oh. Hey, as long as you res us, it's okay.
Right.
It's like, ooh, it looks like they got you in the aim. It's pretty bad.
No.
Hold on.
That's disgusting. But what happened?
No.
Not in vanilla.
gathering.
Not even
profession.
because
No,
that was a
nothing, huh?
racial thing. Like that just
No.
gave you like a +5 or something.
No.
Engineering,
No.
just you had a bunch of shit. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
had
had
bombs.
buffs.
You had a wrist
the
one. You
rocket
had
boots.
boots. You had
No,
a
no.
belt.
But that was only after
Gliders?
Lich King. Like
No,
in
that's what I'm saying.
vanilla and Burning Crusade, it was utter garbage except for World PvP.
No, I'm talking about. Oh,
And you
sorry,
needed
I
to
was
be
talking about Wrath
goblin.
Lich King.
Huh?
You
And
need
you
to be
need to be
goblin.
goblin. No,
Wrath
Mish
Lich King
didn't
was like
have
the
the
peak
res.
of engineering.
Nomish had the shrink
No, I
ray
think
and all
after-
the trinkets.
It had
Yeah,
the fun
it was-
stuff, but not the actual like effective
Utility.
stuff.
After
Yeah.
Burning Crusade, when you spec like mining or whatever, you got stamina buff or whatever. And then blacksmithing, you got like a buff for your bracers.
That's
or
why
some shit
every
like that.
warrior went blacksmithing. You
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
care.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
you
you got
That's
they got the
right.
special leggings or the legging chance.
Well,
stuff.
no,
Oh,
but
yeah.
because you also
Armor
spec'd into it, you got
for
that,
blacksmith,
that,
yeah. They
that
got
skill.
extra stam.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
it was
that's
some
right.
like tailoring. You got the legging chance.
Right.
It was
I
like
mean,
buffed up compared to the regular.
the normal. Yeah. I
You know.
gotcha.
That's only for
gotcha.
cloth though. Clothies.
Right.
And then leather workers got the leg and
Yeah, for the-
armor smith got the armor kits.
There was but that's what I'm saying. Like it actually mattered. Now like doesn't fucking
Man,
matter.
it was so fun, man.
It's
You
when
do,
they
like
took out min maxing.
engineering, like you hit your boots and then you glide away with your cloak.
I don't know.
and then
I like
throw a
that
bomb
though.
at somebody. That was awesome.
I actually like that though.
The rocket helm. Nomish or was it goblin?
'Cause
or
it ma-
Nomish
it made
rocket
you
helm?
wanna
Oh, yeah,
focus
Mike
on
Control.
it.
No,
Oh,
it
that's
does.
oh, yeah, that
You
one. You
charge them,
charge
you
people?
stun them, you
Dude, that
get
thing
back
was
up.
amazing.
And it's like, oh, fear. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
I used that leveling
seduce.
up and I was like, I'm a warrior.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
Good times.
No, I know, and it was tough to do your freaking professions back in the day. Like 290 to 300 was like
Oh,
fucking.
yeah, that was dumb.
I didn't
I
even
mean,
level
like
up most of my shit
250
because of that.
After 250, it was
After
retarded.
250, it just got expensive. Like,
Yeah,
really
unless you like
fucking bad.
got money from like a guild that was rich or something, like maybe you could do it. But it was like, it was stupid. Like I remember like when we actually started the Burning Crusade, since I didn't have level 300, like it was a pain in the ass because you had to go back in the old world and get all that shit or buy it, like I did, unfortunately, to actually level up to 300, and then you could start like the professions that you had, you know, in
Well, my priest
Outworld.
got alchemy up and stuff because I would make the guild flask and all that stuff.
must be nice.
So I was getting all the mats. Well, I was farming the mats, and then people helped farm some of the mats, and then I would just make everything.
Remember when first aid mattered?
Never mattered.
Yes, it did.
Oh my god,
That saves
dude,
so many
first
asses in
aid was
PvP.
Remember why I made-
good back in the day?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It
man.
actually,
Here's something for like half
Oh,
a year.
troll.
You're like, yeah, I'm full health again.
but yeah, it would actually like get your health
Yeah.
up. Now it's like 10% of your health.
It's
There's no
pointless.
point.
Yeah, it's like too much of a headache to actually level up.
That's-
They still have it, but they should. Oh really?
Yeah, it's if you maxed it out, you get a beat of strength or something like that.
oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've maxed it out on multiple characters.
No,
but
like
almost every
right
character,
now
right?
to
Uh,
level
Dude,
100.
talking about
million.
doing that useless stuff now. What about lock picking? Is that still gonna be a thing?
No. Garbage.
It's
Wait,
so
what?
stupid. I remember I had to go like to Booty Bay and go at some ships that were underground or something.
Oh yeah,
or
they did have
underwater.
areas. They had areas where you would train lock picking.
It was a non-stop rogue PvP. That's what it was.
for a certain.
You didn't have
level.
to.
SI7.
Oh yeah,
You didn't
it's
have
like-
No,
no.
the
Oh, the house. Oh, but you see, when I started
Ravenhold or
doing it,
something
it
like
was
that, right?
gone.
Yeah,
or
Ravenhold.
Ravenhold.
So
depending
I
on
went.
which
I
side
went
you're
to
on.
like one part
SI7, I
Ravenhold,
think was the Alliance.
and the quest had to go on though. But then they took it away, so then I had to go to Booty Bay, and that's why I experienced non-stop PvP with people.
Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
Ravenhold should have been
You're
the was it the Rogues Hall of Fame? What was it the new one? What did they call it?
Hall of Shadows.
Class halls.
You're
Hall of Shadows.
right.
Ravenhold should have been class hall for Rogues.
They should have had two for rogues, one there and then one for like I don't know,
or like had like a little secret bookcase.
because that's
There.
Alliance. Stole
I
it.
kind of,
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of like that, but at the
Wasn't
same
it
time,
in
I
Terran
don't know.
Mills?
Terran Mill one didn't have anything in Terran Mill for rogues.
The Ravenhold is in Terran
Yeah.
Mills.
Oh,
It's in the
sorry,
hills.
not for horde rogues. I thought you meant horde
It's
rogues.
like in the north.
It's between
East
like all track
corner.
mountains and
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but that's
That's
for
Ravenhold.
Alliance. It's solely
Yeah,
SI7, which is
Ravenhold.
Alliance.
that's Ravenhold, isn't it?
Ravenhold. Yeah,
They are
but
the
the
syndicate.
house is called like Raven. It's like Ravenclaw.
Isn't that kind of like a
Hufflepuff.
play on the movies Mission Impossible, the Syndicate, and then SI7, which is
That's the British Intelligence SI
MI6?
No, that's
it's real.
is it?
It's a
It
real
is,
thing.
right? Is the
It's British
CIA
intelligence.
Yeah, Mission
CIA.
Impossible 6.
Yeah, exactly. MI6, the new one, Fallout. Or
I saw it's pretty good. I
Same.
recommend it. Anyways, but yeah, what would be the I guess going around since we're all here, what's the best and worst experience you guys had?
Best?
Best and worst. Both. Best of both.
All right,
worlds.
Edgar, you start.
It could be personal. It could be in game. It can be something a small quirk. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll start with my worst, and that was, and you see, like it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be actually really more about the game. It's more about how I played the game. I played on a shitty ass Acer laptop with an Intel Celeron, and not only that, but Eric would share his internet across the street, which is like at least 2,000 feet away with a directional Wi-Fi thing, and
But it
Liter-
worked.
it worked, painfully worked. But that was the worst, man. Like, and then my computer was overheating, so it sounded like a fucking jet.
Nothing beats my
No.
His
God.
Office Depot
best.
box. Did you play World of Warcraft with that? Wow.
I was just
But
talking
that was
about
my
to
worst
someone
experience.
else.
That was my worst experience. My best experience would probably be raiding in Wrath of Lich King, just because it was awesome. It was a peak of like rogues and engineering, and it was actually fun playing with
Just in
everyone because
case
everyone pretty much. Did you play Wrath of Lich King with us?
Yeah, I played Wrath of the Lich King.
I think
Hunter.
everyone did. Even this guy did. I think he played with his like warrior, and then everyone else did other shit too. So that's the worst part of it, is penis,
10-15.
and that's pretty much it.
Dude, I would main tank at 1 FPS.
All
Like-
you gotta do is spam Thunder Armor.
Dude,
and
I know I wouldn't
Flare.
use Southern Armor.
Oh, Shield Slam.
Well,
No, because
Thunderclap.
when the guild I was in, the
Thunderclap
rogues
was
would
useless.
fucking
gotta go
expose
battle
armor.
Thunderclap. Go back in defensive stance.
That was your only AoE as a
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you knew a tank was garbage if you saw them spamming Thunderclap because you knew they were not even defensive stance.
Nah, I had to learn how to tank without Southern Armor because the rogues we would go with, I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh,
Oh,
exposed
Mixed
armor.
rogue,
the 10
Numroken, Intimidator. They would do expose armor,
Expose armor.
and you couldn't send the armor
Why would they do exposed armor? They would do a lot of
because they were
damage.
trolling me.
Oh,
Well, that and I believe at the max it's better than Thunder.
But you need threat. Threat.
you know what would suck too is they would do that, and you would
Revenge.
able to get aggro, and who did they go for first?
Them?
It'd be healers usually,
No, yeah. Oh yeah, because those guys.
because I'd be
would
throwing
vanish.
renew on the whole party, and then it's like, oh,
No, but I
it's
didn't have
coming
a
for me.
problem.
Fade, and then it'd be like something like a couple seconds later. As soon as it fades away, it's like, oh fuck.
I didn't have a problem. You get used to not.
You just
doing
see Max
Southern
Man running after. I'm like, fuck?
Taunt.
That's why it's fun to be a hunter, because then you just like, all right, we're about to pull, and you see a hunter charging aim shot, and it's like pull. They look at you, feign death. That's the best.
Hey, remember there was that glitch where it looked like you were running up, and then it
Oh,
would reset.
Dude, they did that so
like,
many
alright,
times.
alright,
And
go
I would
pull
throw
the
renew
boss,
and
it's
pull
like
aggro. You see him running, and then like I fucking would fucking put a renew on him, and then it just like he would go get him actually after like a couple seconds after, like a second after, and then my renew would tick, and then it'd be like,
Aggro.
Man, it looked funny though. I was like, I'm going in, guys. And like, wait, we're not ready. And it's like-
how did you do that again?
and I forgot.
It's like
But it was
sitting
like-
down,
Lag.
and then you would hit auto run or something.
Yeah,
and
but it
then-
was like lag, and
It
then
was
it
a
would
lag.
it would make you look like you're running forward,
But you're
and then
not.
you reset.
dude, that shit tricked me
Would
so
run
many
in thinking
times.
that you
yeah,
ran
that's
in.
So many times.
but it's like when we're explaining the fighter stuff, I would do that.
All right, fucking
No,
Next man with the
word.
ponytail.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
So, I don't know. There was, I don't know if I can say one good memory. There's a lot, man. 'Cause we were just
Well, what's your most recent one then?
no, I don't know about recent. We're talking about back in the day, not recent.
Vanilla.
Then tell me
Put
one
it
of
on.
your favorite.
Honestly, tanking BWL was probably fucking fun. After we got the whole like progression down, because like the first
Multiple
boss,
clears.
what's the guy's name?
The
egg guy.
Untamed.
No, not Commander.
Razor Gore, the
Yeah, Razor Gore.
Untamed.
You
Dude,
would know.
I remember in that one, like you had to like kite the mobs around the room
Oh god,
And
that
hold
was
aggro
horrible.
while everyone kills them, and you just had to just keep running around.
And
And
if
it's
your
like,
tank sucked, you get aggro.
dude,
as
we
a
had
melee?
6 tanks, and you would see like 1,000 mobs after me, and all the other tanks had 1.
And you barely did it. You weren't even trying to.
I
They
was just like-
sucked.
Thunderclap, Piercing Howl, and then like go Thunder 1 or 2, whatever, and just keep running.
And me running around on Max Man trying to heal him like an
Yeah.
idiot.
That fight was actually easy on Horde, because then you just had Shaman doing Earthbind totems and Hunters dropping
Oh,
traps,
nice.
and then you had maybe Fury Warriors doing Piercing Howl.
Well, I would spec Piercing Howl for it.
Oh yeah.
And you had
it was-
Paladin standing there going, I'm dumb.
And then you had Druid sleeping Dragon.
Well, that's the
King.
only thing. Well, we had wait, did they have that?
What?
Oh, they did
Yeah,
sleep them.
they
huh?
slipped the Dragon
Yeah.
Kin, and then the
We only had
warriors.
2. We had 2 druids. But yeah, it was. I don't know. It was fun. And then second one, Valistrat. Was it Valistrat?
Valistraz.
Where like you would do
Pick one
good.
guy to kill him.
Oh my god.
On the
you
top
you
DPS?
needed 5 tanks.
Burning
depending on-
adrenaline. Well, you needed 3 if you were super good, but you weren't super good.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
super
dude,
unlucky.
I mean, not you.
Ah,
But-
I know you said
No,
it
don't
already.
you remember our guild when we cleared BWL?
Oh,
We still had people in greens.
Yep. And then we cleared it like in one night. Or yeah,
Who was
usually
it?
one night.
Remember the first time we downed Neff?
Yeah.
Oh, they played the rock and roll McDonald's song.
Oh
Rock and
my
roll
god.
McDonald's.
Warrior Pops.
Rock and roll.
Because he went from a green. Remember, he went from a
You got the
green
Wrath
chest
chest,
piece,
right?
and we gave him the Wrath chest.
Warrior Pops. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember like memorable names? I remember Flying Walrus.
Fire
Flying
Walrus and
Walrus.
I don't know
Warrior
why
Pops,
they made me
those guys
laugh.
were so
Yeah, I'm never gonna
fucking
forget.
troll.
Got my Zenrock.
Remember
Fucking
T
dickhead.
Song?
No,
Were you using the
that was
song?
Jethidus, wasn't it?
Paladin.
Yeah.
No, it.
He was the Holy Paladin.
Oh yeah, Jethidus.
No,
That guy was actually
oh,
good
it was
though.
Jethidus. Yeah,
He
yeah,
wasn't
you're
bad
right.
though. Flying Walrus was later. He was.
That guy
in
was
Burning
like
Crusade.
those guys were cool to hang out with in like Discord or Vent
Yeah,
back in
they're
the day.
weird.
Yeah, because he could take a fucking joke.
Dude, we were just trolls so much. Dude, remember? Well, when we had Disruption, we would troll everyone in general.
They
And they were
hated us.
so pissed
He'd
off.
be like, oh, it's the disruption guys again.
I know, it's like, hey, oh, and then we go to MCs, like, yeah, you guys are still in the first boss? Like, we just started last week and we're already clearing?
Yeah, no, they hated us on
Dude.
server.
Dude.
That's just fun.
Because
Wow,
we
we-
would go to Orgrimmar, Ironforge, and we'd be like, oh, we got this boss down. Next day, oh, we got this other boss down. And it's like, oh, guess what? We got Nefarious down.
The first week.
First week.
Do you remember when PvP was a big thing too? I remember there was a guild called Serious Business, but they spelled it all stupid.
That was,
Sir,
that was
You
my
mean all
friends.
real?
That shit was hilarious, man.
All elite speakish.
Serious Business, and they would
Serious
troll
Business.
people too.
Oh, dude. Well, I had a...
Willie Speed, that guy
I-
was an idiot.
God, I was dumb. I had a freaking priest mage rogue team, and it was
PMR?
Max is carrying us, or Max is backer,
This is back serious.
because I was fully geared for PvP. Season 3, man, that was the season.
Yeah, me and Edgar did PvP. We destroyed people. Me and Eric. Actually, I got carried by Eric with his druid because before druids could run around and heal for like 3 days.
Well,
and
I
a
could
half.
CC the hell out of people. That was the thing.
Yeah, and you would literally put dots on me while I DPS people and ran around. It was fun. And then you'd have our I don't know if you remember too. Like we went horde at that time.
Yeah,
we
it
got
was,
bored. And then we went combat rogue and fire mage.
PLM
destroyed
Pyro
people.
Mage.
It was stupid,
Oh my
man.
God.
They had Omni Slash, right? And that's when that came out.
I don't know. I don't remember.
The one where you like fight in place. I'm pretty sure they had it then. Oh no, I was Hemo Spec. I was
Almost back.
Homo Spec with this guy Fire Mage. He'd pyroblast people and I'd have the fucking bleeds and they die.
Hemo maces, dumbest
Oh
spec
yeah.
ever.
I went
Auto.
swords for the
Yeah.
extra hit.
It's actually funny with PvP because it actually made my guild change one of their like looting rules from like DKP to priority on main spec.
Oh yeah.
Because when we were playing during Burning Crusade, we were doing Kael'thas. And after
yeah.
we killed him,
you
the
got the twin
Kael'thas
blade of the
sword drop,
Phoenix.
which is basically a 3-socketed sword with red,
Hunter
green,
weapon.
blue gems, and like stamina and
Attack power.
attack power.
So
Yeah.
you're saying
So,
hunter weapon?
It is basically a hunter weapon. But me being me, I wanted that sword on my undead warrior because I was the off tank. And I had all that DKP, which is dragon killing points for the people that don't know, that you kind of acquire for doing
Killing bosses.
runs, for, helping the guild and stuff like that. So as an off tank, I had tons because I was constantly needed. And I obviously outbid
hunter.
the hunters because I was the only one that needed it.
And
I
you're
mean,
a
I
tank.
had enough.
Hey, speaking
and
of DKP,
I got it.
I'm sorry. Do you remember like I don't know if with our guild we did DKP where it was like a certain amount of points,
Mhm.
but like after a while, like if you were there for a while and you were just there just to get raids, whatever, it would cost the same amount for like if it was a belt or feet or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Where like no matter what, I was getting that gear because I had so much like reserved that I would get it. But I don't know if you guys were in a guild where they actually like, okay, now when you actually want to get something, you lose all your DKP and you reset.
No, you bid. You do
No,
bids.
yeah.
Did you guys do that? They
I-
did on our guild.
yeah,
because
I
I kept on
have-
getting everything and people getting pissed.
I did see that, but for the most part, we bid on our amount of DKP. So if like let's say everybody had a chest,
Yeah.
the minimum you could spend was like 25 or 50 or something like that. So you had to spend something.
Yeah.
That's the only way to zero out. But like for big ticket items like that sword, we were bidding like pretty nice amounts.
So you had to bid no matter what. Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. I think we had
So-
two where we had to bid, but then if you didn't want to, you didn't have to.
Yeah, but then because of me bidding literally for this one sword, they changed it to where it's like main spec. And I get it. You know what?
Main spec and off
You're
spec.
you're rating for progression. I did it purely for PvP, and I don't regret it.
And you had a pocket healer with Wind Fury Totem.
Because
Who cares?
it's funny because that hunter whispered me like, "Hey, nice sword," yeah, and like something else, kind of like condescending or passive aggressive. So I just made that my like forum tag.
Oh, God.
I just screen clipped it, and I'm like, boom, done.
Then we went into you re-rolled swords, arm specs,
Oh,
and
yeah, dude, I
I
had,
had
like,
my
PvP
Resto
specs.
Shaman, and I had Wind Fury.
Dude,
Just wrecked Eye of the Storm.
that was Burning Crusade though.
That was Burning
Yeah, that
Crusade.
was Burning Crusade.
Pretty
Dude,
good. I think
that
Burning Crusade
thing-
was my favorite expansion. Oh yeah. What was your guys'
PvP
favorite
wise.
expansions though?
PvP, they
What was your
introduced
favorite
a lot.
expansion? I think mine was Burning
man,
Crusade.
That's hard to say.
Wrath of the Lich King.
Wrath of the
No,
Lich King
Burning-
is-
Burning Crusade was good.
Wrath of the
too,
Lich King
though.
was cool because I played with. You didn't play with us, did you?
Huh?
Oh, you did play with us.
Yeah.
My
We
heart
all
was
rated
broken.
together
wasn't
up
in the
until
Marines,
one
or
of our,
shipped off.
one of our tanks.
Yep.
Until one of our tanks stopped showing up to raids and he was playing on Tech Hunters.
Are you talking about Wrath of the Lich King?
This guy.
Yeah, fuck Edgar. That pissed me off. I forgot about
We
that.
were like close to getting to freaking Lich. And
Yeah,
then we
on
stopped
Cinder
logging
Ghost,
in.
Dude, we were on Cinder Ghost for like a month.
Dude, we had a 2% wipe.
I know, but for a month, I got tired. I got
I was
burnt out. I
carrying
didn't
it,
care
that
anymore.
shit so bad.
I literally
too.
stopped
DPS
playing
was.
WoW after that. I didn't
I
just
think
go to
Our
Tech
DPS was
Hunters.
bad, man.
No, you were.
Honestly, I don't actually. I kind of take back saying fucking because our DPS was trash on Cinder Ghost, man.
We had really
A
good-
rogue was out DPSing like mages and hunters, man.
And that's probably not good because they're getting a lot of stacks for every hit they're doing. So so that's a lot of heals focused off. Other
Well, I had
people.
Cook a noob.
Well, that's the thing. I
and
think we
whatever
had the
for
wrong
was.
No, it's
makeup.
cook a skill.
Cook a
We had a
skills.
feral
Got
druid,
Cloak, nigga.
a rogue.
shit to
I
that.
mean, we had hunters, rogues, and like no casters.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember.
Damn it!
casters, Yeah.
I used to say someone in my guild would said that, and then every time I did, I would say it just because it was fun and whatever. Inside joke.
Remember when Booker T called Hulk Hogan the N word?
Oh God.
Booker T
Yeah,
called who?
Hulk Hogan.
The white guy?
Yes.
No.
No, hey,
He said
remember in
What did Hulk Hogan say? What the fuck?
No.
hey, remember Burning Crusade when we did what's it called, the Serpent Strike Caverns?
SSC.
Five time.
No,
Lady
remember before
Bosch.
we would start raiding, they would play "Listen to Your Heart."
Listen to you. Oh my god. Yes, and then also the other one. Turn around.
Oh my
every
God,
now and
dude.
then. Dude, that was so much fun. That was Flying Walrus.
Yeah, no, that was Haplo Man.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that bastard. That was like the worst raid leader I've ever had in my life, or guild leader / raid leader. He was a dick, man. He reminds me of Poopies,
Dude,
Jared.
Brandon. Come on, who remembers Brandon
Oh,
raid leading?
okay, speaking about racist things, the boss in Wrath Lich King,
No, the
TOC.
Baron Geddon, dude. You don't remember?
Tell me.
Someone blew us up. The guy was like crying, and he kicked and he left the raid and quit the guild.
Oh yeah.
First of all, we had a stupid strat for Barangeddon. Everyone stack?
Hey, it was a strat where if someone fucks up, we knew who exactly fucked
Yeah, but
up.
everyone stacks?
I did hear that was a easier like beginner strategy.
It
'cause
was.
Everybody was there.
But
And then-
everyone
Yes, everyone stacks except for the bomb.
That reminds me. The
That's-
stacking reminds me. of
Hey,
that,
you're the
though.
bomb. Thanks, guys.
Boom.
No, you're the bomb. Run.
How many
man.
people did we kick, dude?
Dude, Rick Man's like, you fucking retarded. Dude, he would just go in.
All right,
We
Brandon.
honestly kicked like maybe like 5 people in one night every
Oh
time.
my god.
And then
dude.
we have like new raiders, and then they probably get kicked too because they suck. I kept like,
What
blowing
you guys
everyone up.
don't get? There's a fucking red marker and there's a blue marker. It's like, dude.
And you would see paladins like doing divine intervention because they saw that they were gonna move, and then it would usually be me, and I'd be like, yes.
Dude, our Nev kill, Flying Walrus DI'd me.
Oh, yeah.
He turned around, flame breath everybody.
killed half the grade.
Oh my god.
I clicked it off, taunted him back. I was like, "What are you doing, dude?" And he was just like freaking cracking up, and he would just play sound bites because he didn't have a mic. I was like, "Oh,
Oh, do you remember
God.
Clemente soundbite? The Rafflecopter?
Oh, yeah, that was the best.
Ralph Copter.
That was the best Nef kill because I think I had died so many times, all my bows were broken. So I was just standing on the throne with my weapons in attack mode, but my bow was broken, so can't do no damage.
You had to take it off. Huh?
We had to
Did you
take it
pull
off
out your
over the mic
ash
control
Every
man.
call, no, every call. You had to like
Yeah, or
before
else
he
they would
in
called.
case they
break.
chose. Oh,
Yeah, I
oh,
think you
yeah.
forgot. I think you
That's
forgot
why
to
all
take
my
them off,
bows
so
were
they all
broken.
Oh my god!
But really, really good.
That's when-
they
See,
would buy the.
that boss was freaking awesome
It was cool.
because it was like different. You had 2 different types of dragonkin that would spawn,
Yeah.
and depending on what they had,
Randomly.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, randomly.
Yeah.
And then you kind of had a
The first RNG.
It wasn't randomly, right? It was depending on what
Depending on what
Chromagus.
Chromagus was, yeah.
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 And
Like,
then,
we got blue and bronze.
Yeah,
but-
the worst.
Oh
God,
my
I don't know.
it was doable, but it was really difficult.
Yeah. that was dumb.
Yeah, but
And-
speaking about raid leaders, it was usually you, Eric, raiding, and then sometimes, or a raid leader, or guild leader, and then sometimes Brandon would be raid leader. But I remember one time there was 2 colors. There was white and I think it was purple or black, and then you had it was the angels. What are the fucking angel things called?
Oh my god!
The Valkyrie.
And no, that was
The
Trial of the
Valkyries?
Crusader.
Trial of the
Valkyries.
Crusader, yeah, the
Yeah.
Valkyries, and then you had to like separate
Oh, those are dumb.
2 groups, or like you couldn't be too close to the other one, and then
Brandon.
it's messed up. But the only way that we actually ended up killing the boss and finishing it is by Brandon's suggestion that we segregate. And I swear to God, after he said that, because we had tried it like maybe like 5 or 6 times, the next time we fucking downed the boss, and I was like, wow.
This is like segregation,
Y'all are
guys.
racist.
Black with black, white with white.
Everybody equal.
Don't mix the blood. I mean, don't mix the whatever it's called. I forgot the name of the thing.
Yeah, we down that, and he's like, "See, I told you guys."
Jim
Dude, that
Crow
instance-
knew.
That instance was fun
Jim
too,
Crow.
man.
Man, that was fun.
That Trial of the Crusader,
Yeah.
because it was like boss after boss after boss.
It,
like,
it was fun because it was one of those quick instances,
With
but
no
it was
trash.
still challenging enough.
and you actually good gear actually dropped from it.
yeah,
Till Wrath.
that was like
till Lich
your
King.
your pre
Lich King.
raid before raiding. Like,
No. That was
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
a 10-man.
That was before Lich King.
no, but
no,
that
I know.
yeah, but there was Olden or
No,
Oldar.
Trial of the Crusader was
Uldar.
during
Uldar?
Lich King.
But no one did
But
it.
there was Oldar, and
fucking
then it was
hard.
Trial
But
of
no
the
one did
Crusader.
Uldar.
No, was
Yes.
Uldor way after?
I thought
No.
Uldar was way after. That's what I thought.
No.
Before.
Yeah.
Because
I think I did it way after because
Trial
no
of the
one wanted to
Crusader
do it.
was a build up to fighting the Lich King. Because the Lich King, remember, he comes out and he like breaks the ice.
Yeah.
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 Max
And
so-
it
Ramus.
was to gear you up to get to them
Yeah,
because
to
most
get in.
people didn't do Uldar, I think.
Yeah, no one.
That was
dude,
like one of the
shit
first
was
times they
long,
did that.
Oh
dude.
yeah, that's what I remember. I don't remember ever doing Uldor until after I came
'Cause
back.
it was
from
too
Because
Bad
no
hard.
one did
We
it.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
We did like the first 6 to 8 bosses,
Mm-hmm.
but there was like 14 to 16 bosses, dude.
And then to get that gear, like no one was ever gonna fucking do it, so you weren't prepared for the Lich King. I think that's one of the first times Blizzard actually did one of those things where you can get gear easily
Right.
in order for you to actually do another instance because it was like you're so far behind.
Yeah, do dailies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they did a
So yeah,
daily.
basically what he said. It's a
Yeah.
daily
Yeah, it was
server
kind
thing
of a
where you
server
actually
thing.
collect materials, and then you would get things like perks like you get the White Griffin that no one else had, the White Horse no one else had, and then I don't know for Horde, something like that, something too.
I got the Warhorse.
So did I.
Oh,
That shit's
no.
You
awesome.
get the level 4
No, you didn't get
looking
that one.
paladin mount.
Because we did the
Oh,
tribute
you're right. I
run.
didn't get it.
We did the tribute run.
Yeah.
And you had to do it on hard mode, or was it hard mode back then?
Hard. Yeah.
And then you couldn't die. No one could die in the raid at once, and you had to do it timed. So you had, I think, 15 to 20 minutes to do the whole instance. No deaths in hard mode.
I think you did that, and then we tried doing the guild, and then we died on the fucking PvP bosses.
It's actually funny.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, that
PvP
was fun,
bosses.
dude.
I
That
forgot about
one
that.
was
Yeah, that
fun.
was fun. The other PvP bosses in Burning Crusade and Black Temple, which I'm sure a lot of us didn't do, I heard it was really hard too.
Yeah, and well, remember
Oh
that?
wait, the PvP boss in Kalos too.
That-
Kalos had a PvP
The
section.
Sunwell one. The,
Yeah.
What's it
I'm
called?
trying to remember like. all
Sunwell had
this.
one too. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
No,
about that.
it was not the Sunwell. It was the instance
But
in
someone
the
had one.
island.
Sunwell, the whole instance was PvP, guys.
Oh, Sunwell.
Yeah, you had like all classes of them in the first beginning part of that instance. I think
Yeah.
I quit by then. I didn't play last part of
I
Burning
did
Crusade.
the daily quest stuff, but I didn't do the Sunwell instance.
I don't think any of us did. I think we all had quit by then and we were kind of tired.
That was
of it.
more PvP at that point than anything.
Oh yeah, you got PvP gear for most of the shit, which didn't make sense, but
Yeah, because I was actually just remembering back to the old war comment because I quit the Lich King around level 76. Like I was playing hardcore WoW up until that point, and then I left. Then I think I came back and re-rolled the Druid on Alliance side to play with you guys. And by the
You're
time
fine.
I caught up to you guys, you were already doing the Trial of the Crusader.
You were a paladin.
No, I was never.
because you're paladin, man.
Yeah, you were a
Because you
paladin
did,
tank.
you
Oh, I
did
was a
last Lich King.
paladin
You
tank.
did Lich
Oh
King
yeah.
with us.
We both
That's
had paladin.
right.
Remember? And then you quit
Yeah.
Cindergosa. We just talked about this.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's right. Oh,
Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we all started, we all came back, and that's something I think we all have in common. And I don't know if we're all gonna come back to this new expansion that's coming out.
I mean, I'm gonna play it. I have a guild and everything, so.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm probably not going to. But when Classic comes out or Vanilla in our case, I think I'll play that.
You gonna go hardcore?
I'm gonna try. I don't know about hardcore, man.
Dude,
I didn't
you-
go hardcore when it first came out. Why am I gonna go hardcore
You
now?
kind of had to go hardcore level because that shit.
Oh, I
takes
mean, if that in that definition,
forever.
yeah.
In All Track Valley.
Wait, what? Say it again.
Sen.
Yeah.
It's because you got an
Nice.
epic dagger from the
Hey,
reputation.
didn't you? I know
Whoa.
Oscar's account got hacked too in the Burning Crusade, and then you got back like all this shit. You came back. Okay, so first of all, you weren't an alchemist, and they changed your profession. You came back. It was almost maxed out with all these gems, wasn't it? An herbalist. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, give me
Dude,
2,000
oh, that's
gold.
another thing. Remember 60? you were like the shit if you had an epic mount.
If you were exalted with your faction, it was 800 Gs.
Good thing I re-rolled fucking Warlock and got a free one.
Yeah, so basically everything was challenging back then, and actually was a good payoff. That's the only reason I don't want to play
Yeah.
this new game.
No, I mean compared to everybody else,
It was like
Paladins and Warlocks
300
free.
Gs opposed to 800.
Yeah.
It's called inflation, guys.
I mean, I wasn't gonna.
No, you just had to
farm.
find a warlock that did the quest and had to earn, and you just had to go
That's
to
what it
Dire
was.
Mall East and then summon the demon and do the event.
Yeah, the Dreadsteed fight.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah, it
pretty
was
good
Paladin
one.
too.
only paladins and Warlocks
Warlocks.
got a free
Paladin
stuff.
event was cool too. You had to
Yep.
go into I think Stratholm and go into the Skullomance and
Yeah.
go into where
I was
Radogor
able to do
is.
that one too, yeah.
And you had to summon the Death Knight.
Yeah.
And then I think Blood Elves were able to do that too.
No,
Some of
they
it.
just gave it to them.
Oh yeah, they just gave it to them. Huh? They had to do something, but it was similar.
It was in PRS.
Yeah, it was UBRS and then something else because I had leveled them up too.
Well, the Alliance Skullomance instance, it was you had to summon a Death Knight in the basement where Radogor was, and then there was a freaking crazy ass event.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And speaking of
Holy
which,
crap, I had to
speaking
do
of
that.
Radagor and doing all these long things, we can talk about this all night, guys, but we gotta wrap it up. I know we have more shit we want to talk about, but another
We're
time,
gonna
man.
continue, right? Part 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what Oscar just said, in case you guys didn't hear him, we're gonna talk more about this when Vanilla WoW comes out. We'll have classic, I guess what they call it. We're gonna talk more about it when it comes out. We'll have more experiences, and then I'm sure it's gonna remind us of so much crap we had to go through back then when we start playing again. So we'll have another podcast on that.
But,
But our next one's gonna
podcast-
be on the new expansion. right?
newer stuff. Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that because we didn't even talk about the other expansions. We basically talked about Vanilla and a little bit about Burning
Well,
Crusade.
Wrath Down is pretty
Yeah.
much what we talked about.
Yeah, I mean that was the best parts. And we didn't talk about Miss Pandaria. We didn't talk about Warlord of Draenor and
Cataclysm.
Legion.
Cataclysm and Legion. Oh my god, dude, I didn't remember all these.
Yeah, because I mean, none of us played a lot of those super hardcore.
I played Miss Pandaria
No,
pretty hardcore.
I
and we
don't,
played
I don't
Warlord
think
of Draenor pretty
anyone
hardcore.
played Cataclysm
None of us played Cataclysm.
because I think that we all quit at Wrath.
Yeah, because we all played Frozen Throne, and once we killed Arthas, that was pretty much it
We didn't
for
kill
us.
Arthas.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, the
We got
game
to
that killed them.
Syndragosa and then someone quit.
yes.
I mean, as a guild, but
Anyways.
some of us killed Arthas.
You killed him? Okay, cool.
When he
During the
Yeah,
He has
I killed him
Shadowmourne.
too.
no, when he was relevant. I'm not talking about when you're like level 110.
I mean, he has
shit.
Shadowmourne and Invincible and the
Oh, he does have
Tabard
Shadowmourne. That's
and-
right.
and
All right, so
Invincible.
Invincible. Oh man,
Well, hopefully
I've
everybody.
been trying to get that for the longest time, and I was like, "Fuck this game."
GLHF.
But anyways, just want to remind everyone, and thank you guys for listening to our podcast. Again, you can always find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube at the Unexplorers. Might have an underscore between one of those. Again, you can just Google it, and then
You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow us, like us, comment, give us suggestions, anything. At the Unexplorers.
yeah. So we're gonna
Uh,
on our Instagram for the Unexplorers. We're gonna post pictures of our Vanilla WoW when our friend Clemente, who was Dark Dude, the Warriors, was eating us when he beat all of our asses. So
Cannibalizing.
we'll try to do some more of that. And I also have Instagram at rebirthflame _ I think at the end, and I'll try to put some Vanilla
Matt
WoW crap on there.
Scarborn88.
And
my
yeah, we're on Twitch too. Yeah, we're actually a lot more active now on Twitch.
Supermax. I've been playing a lot of different games, so it's twitch.tv/Supermax. I've been playing Conan. Been trying out No Man's Sky, but I don't know how far we're gonna get to that one. A little bit of Rocket League, Fortnite, little different things. So if you guys want to come check it out, usually I'm playing with the guys here, Edgar and Oscar mainly. Steve doesn't really play in Clemente's game.
I don't have a
But
computer.
I play, but I
He's
started
gonna
playing
get his
more
new
different
computer
games.
soon, so that might
that's
change.
Soon.
I've been
Hey,
started
well,
playing-
actually, next week, right? Or a week and a half, I
Yeah.
guess. No,
What?
oh no, Monster Hunter.
August 9th. Woo.
Yeah, we're probably gonna be devoting a lot of time to.
So
Monster
I'll probably
Hunter.
play for like a couple days, and then Bofa comes out, and then sorry.
I'm probably just playing Monster Hunter. I don't think I'm gonna play the new expansion.
I mean, I am.
I want to, but at the same time, I'm probably get bored of it. Anyways, all right, guys, we love you all. We'll see you later. This is All Strength.
No win again. Thanks, Edgar and Clem, for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks, ladies. We love you. And
The Lions.
For the alliance? No, it's for the horde.
Have you seen the? Nah, I don't want to get. All right, I'll see you guys.
See, we can talk about it all night.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
night. Have fun. Blah, 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 blah.